time and moment to our great prince, a general. Let us stop all gang wars. Let us stop all black on black crime, brown on brown crime.
Come on.
This is the first time in the history of Los Angeles that we have stood up when a black man killed another black man. We are saying that crap is done.
Yes.
We will try to unite all the tribes so that we can finish out his legacy. We believe in freedom. We believe in equality of opportunity. We believe in justice. We want that justice applied equally to all, regardless to creed, class, or color. Long live the spirit of Brother Nipsey Hussle.
All work, bro.
I want you to show some love for our brother Abdul, Malik, Saeed, Muhammad. Bring him over to the round of applause. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Please have a seat. Thank you, sir.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. To that one who is the creator of all things, and to him who is the revealer of all great and sacred truth.
Yes, sir.
Dear family, I don't care how old any of us get to be in this world's life. There's not one member of the human family that can thank Almighty God Allah enough for not one of the servants He's sent in a line of divine. Every people, every tribe have received a divine inspired human being.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And each of those human beings came from the oneness of God. We thank Almighty God for His oneness because that's what we're all struggling to get back to.
Yes, sir.
Back to the oneness of God. So we thank Him for Abraham. We thank Him for Moses. We thank Him for Jesus. And we thank Him for Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
And as I look out and I see my indigenous family,
Yes, sir.
for we, the members of the Nation of Islam, you know, some people don't like it. And we really don't care what people don't like.
Yes.
Right.
Because Allah knows best where to place His message.
That's right. True.
The world is so full of racism. And it's in Islam.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
front on me today. You don't supposed to be.
That's right. Right.
But it is.
True.
That's better. So we thank Allah for the wisdom that we was given by that one who came from the east.
Go ahead.
We thank Allah for loving the black man, the red man,
Yes, sir.
and the brown man so much that He came out of hiding Himself. We thank the Mahdi for coming 9,000 miles to look and pierce inside the borders of America, where he witnessed the sting of white supremacy.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
He traveled in and out of America for 20-some years studying and looking at our condition.
That's right.
And he saw the blow of the white horse in the book of Revelation that went out and the rider was dead. Everywhere this white horse went.
Come on.
Death followed him.
That's right.
So the book of Revelation talks about this white horse. It says, and when it went out to conquer and for conquering.
That's right.
And that Caucasian has done his job. Come on, y'all, be honest.
That's the truth. Go ahead.
That man have made a skunk out of God's planet.
That's right.
He has dominated every indigenous people. And in fact, he flipped us and turned us into himself.
That's right.
Think about it. Think about it.
My indigenous family, they suffer like we with the white God syndrome. We done took on all this crackers custom.
Yes.
And all of us fight to get our people out of white-mindedness.
Come on. Stockholm.
Hurts me to see a brown sister wanting to have blonde hair.
Oh, man. Think about that.
Hurts me to see a black sister wanting to have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Something wrong with that.
Hurts me to see my native family who, when Kemosabe landed his rusty behind on these shores,
Go ahead.
they could smell him miles off before they even got here.
Yes.
Think about that.
Can you imagine some crackers
Come on.
Smelling that.
out in the ocean ain't bathed in nearly a year?
Think about that.
Wet dog. Let's go.
Think about it.
Showing up with our ancestors in the hull of the ship who had defecated on themselves and in fact had to eat some of the feces just to survive the
Go
trip.
ahead.
It's the
My
truth.
God.
The truth.
My God.
Can't nobody tell the black, the brown, and the red about our suffering in America. Don't come here with no judgment lately religion trying to make us a slave to Arab culture. I don't want it.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
I want the purity of the Quran.
That's right.
We have our own culture.
That's right.
Peace.
Come on.
Elijah don't make no pump.
That's
No,
right.
sir.
Not at all.
But I love my Islam.
Yes, sir.
But it is the nature in which man has been created.
Come on, brother. Let's make it plain.
I thank Allah for appearing to us in the person of Master Farid Muhammad,
Sure.
the great Mahdi of the Muslim world and Messiah of the Christian world. He came. See, when we say that in America, you watch the racism.
Come on.
Remember Harris too. That's right.
And I wrestle with this with some of my imam, brother. And it's almost like I said, wait, oh, so Allah can't come to us?
Right. Think about it. Think about it.
See, everybody want us up under them.
That's right. Everybody. Everybody.
We went to Mecca. We went to that part. Black people at the bottom. The lighter skins was at the
Go
top.
ahead.
That's
Go ahead.
right. That's right.
Man.
We almost got in a fight with them
Come
for
on.
how they was treating black people. Because the brothers who were serving the so-called royal families had more knowledge and higher degrees than the people they were serving.
Right.
Think about
We
it.
even said, brother, why you serving these white Arabs?
That's right. Treat him bad.
Ooh,
Yeah, treat him bad.
y'all looking at me like I'm crazy.
No,
Wake
sir.
us up, brother.
Go ahead.
Wake
Go
us
ahead.
up. Yeah, no. Wake us up.
I thank Allah for coming, and He raised for us a Georgia-born black man.
Yes, he did. Come on.
Yes, he
Every time Allah, God, wanted to give favor to a people who was oppressed, he never sent somebody, another racial figure from outside of that race to that people. Look in the scripture. Anytime you're oppressed, and let me tell you, the black, the brown, and the red, we wasn't oppressed. We was deeper than oppressed. We were what the scripture called dead.
Come on. Wake us up, brothers.
Man. You're still dead. That's right. I'm walking. Yeah, I got you. I'm talking. Yeah, I got you.
Yes, sir.
But you're walking dead.
That's right.
And if you look at your communication, you talking dead.
Right. What you talking about? Come on.
In fact, look at what you're eating. You're eating dead.
Jeez. Fact.
You don't have a lifestyle, you got a death style.
Come on. Death walk.
Thank you, Allah, for coming to the hills of North America, and you found for us a Georgia-born black man.
Yes, sir.
By the name of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, a beautiful human being.
Yes, sir.
That if you look at a picture of Elijah Muhammad, he looked like any indigenous group.
Yes, sir. Right.
From one angle, he looked like he's Native American or indigenous. From another angle, you can say, my God, he could pass for a brown man.
Go ahead.
You look at him from another angle, he looked Asiatic. Then you look at him from another angle, he looked like one of the homies. He was a short man.
Come on. What a giant.
God didn't pick a giant in terms of height, but he was a giant of a man because of his heart.
Go ahead.
Big don't mean you strong.
That part.
Big sometimes can mean you fronting.
Come on. Break it down.
In fact, when I go through the hood, most of the killers are little bitty dudes. Real killer, they be short. They ain't got big guns, so they got to prove they big. That man, Elijah Muhammad. See, when God want to raise a people,
Come on.
he always visit the woman. The woman crying out in travail, and he blesses her womb.
Go ahead.
And from her womb, and because of the 400 years of suffering of our people, that in the darkness of your womb, all of the circumstance of the pain of our past is in the womb of the female.
Come on. Go ahead.
So when God comes into your inipi,
Come on. Teach on the God. Teach on the God.
he's coming from the ancestors, so grandfather is visiting your womb.
Go ahead.
Right?
Yes, sir.
My native brothers are here, they can bear me witness.
Yes, sir.
I've been up in that inipi. That inipi is hot. You have to crawl in. Huh, Bashir? Bashir tried to dig a hole through the inipi. Get out there. Well, we sweated with our brothers. If you want to learn how to get close to women, go among the native brothers.
Wow.
They treat women better than any other ethnic group I've ever been among.
Wow.
In terms of their respect for the reverence of the womb of mother.
Go ahead. Like mother.
Big man. So God always visit a woman. And even though you think you're nothing, but you still feel the pain of your people, and out of your womb, he gives us a messenger. Yes. And as we say to the Arabs who say the Nation of Islam is not real Muslims, y'all ought to stop.
Come on. That's right.
Thank you.
You are not Allah.
That's right. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you are not Allah. Because I can hit you back. I can bang back on you.
Go ahead.
Come on.
And just simply say this. Prophet Muhammad said 3 generations after him would no longer be of him. So who the hell are you?
Go ahead.
racism creeping up in the religion.
Right. What he said? Come on.
Then he said, if you see a man from the west and his hair is as dry as raisin and his face is black as soot, but he's speaking wisdom.
Teach.
Nobody want to hear nothing coming from that poor black man.
Right.
Nothing from the nappy head. Go ahead, brother.
Can't you tell somebody visited America because the Nation of Islam, we are different?
Right. Think about it.
It's true.
Yes, sir.
That man Elijah Muhammad was so wise that from the womb of his mind, he produced a son.
Yes, he did. Come on.
Teach your that, brother.
So we in the nation, and when I say nation, I'm not talking about black people. In the Nation of Islam, it includes all indigenous people.
All of them. That's right.
But we in the nation, we can't turn to black racism.
Right.
That's right.
Because my brown brother, my red brother, he's my equal. Ain't nobody better than no Because the Holy Quran says, you want to be better than somebody? Look at how you can be. According to the Quran, not according to this crackers world. Because in this crackers world, if you got money and a Bentley,
Come on.
you think you somebody. But look at how Allah says you're better. He said, let the best of you, those among you, be the servants of others.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Think about that.
Yes, sir.
Not be served, have somebody grabbing your bag, surrounding you in security.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, the best among you is he or she who serves.
Right.
Meaning you get up under the homeless
That's right.
and carry them on your shoulder.
Yes, sir.
That's what you do.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
You go to the prostitute, not getting out of the car saying, you know who I am. Tell her who she is.
Right.
I thank Allah for this man that has proven to me. Now, I realize why Allah allowed many of us to grow up fatherless.
Come on.
Teach, brother man.
Come on.
That's right.
Because there was no black man, any of us that's born in America, you don't know how to be a father.
Go ahead.
Because we've been under a surrogate father who don't know how to take us to the real father, which is the creator of the heavens and the earth.
Yes, sir.
No son is supposed to worship his father. He's supposed to go through his father to the God.
Go ahead.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Allah, for this beautiful human being who is a messenger to us, a Messiah to us.
Good.
He's the Son of Man in our midst. I'm sorry, you can leave if you don't like what I'm saying.
Go ahead. Deal with it. Come on.
I love this man that when his name is mentioned, crackers just like anything that'll make white folks fear, I kind of like it. When his name is mentioned, the fake Jews, because they knew somebody was coming that was going to pull the cover off of their masquerade. That man is a man who was just here a day or so ago. A man that when he came into the atmosphere, all of LA felt comfortable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What kind of man is a man who, when a rolling 60 and a rapper get murdered, he'll show up? Hey, did Jakes come?
No, sir. No, sir.
Where was Jesse?
Go ahead.
Did the snitch come?
Go ahead. Peace. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, think about it.
He didn't like the word snitch. He said, I wasn't a snitch. But I wore a wire. Yeah, and I let them put a wire on me. And the person that I was letting them listen to didn't know I had a wire, but I'm not a snitch. Okay? We'll call you what you really are. A devil.
Go ahead.
Not that he's that now. Maybe he's gotten better. See, y'all, we gotta learn how to forgive. We'll accept him back here, but we're gonna search him.
Right. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Been over. Open up. Gotta make sure you. Oh, I thank Allah, man.
Yes, sir.
But our Father, whose mind is always connected to heaven.
Always. Teach.
That man is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Yes, sir. And their holy and righteous names I greet all of our beautiful family today in the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Brothers and sisters, how y'all feeling?
Fine, sir.
I'm feeling fine myself, a little numb and a little tired.
Understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to thank the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for a man who has the ability to look past your faults.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And nurture your needs.
That's right.
Because we all have a tendency of beating ourselves to
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's a beautiful prayer in Islam that reads, I have been greatly unjust to myself.
Yes.
I remember going to Minister Farrakhan a couple of times trying to quit. And I'm just judging the hell out of myself. I was banging myself. The blood side of me was banging on the Crip side.
Good, brother.
Make it plain. Make it plain.
And I was doing thought buys. Suffering from niggerdom.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
When I finished, he wiped the table. He said, brother, let me ask you a question, because it sounds like you trying to punk out.
Go ahead.
Then I straightened up and ain't no punk. I felt some kind of way. I was kind of bowled up on the leader. Hey, he said, brother, let me ask you a question. Are you self-created?
Man.
I said, no, sir. Then would you say you're from a creator? Yes, I am. He said, let me tell you something. You don't even have the right to judge yourself.
Wow.
He said, you didn't send yourself into the circumstances of white supremacy.
Wow.
He just allowed it.
Right. Think about it.
Yeah. And you fell in all of the pitfalls set up by this Caucasian. Allah wanted you to fall into the muck and mire of his dung.
Think about that.
He said, so brother, you came up from manure. Because that's what the American life is in the inner city. It's manure. He said, but if you take the manure and put it in the right place, it can grow other things. So Allah took you through the circumstances of your life, so when he put you in front of people, you would have sympathy and apathy and empathy towards their condition. But if he put a holy man in front of people,
Go ahead. Come on, brother, man. Heal the people.
The streets don't like no holy people.
Go ahead.
Coming there telling us you the only one can damn communicate with God.
Only one.
He said, so stop judging yourself, brother.
Right. Good teaching.
And tune up your mind to Allah and strive, brother. He said, didn't you play sports? Yes, sir. He said, well, when the football game was played, did you just show up at the game or did you practice?
Right.
Come on.
I said, I had to go to practice. He said, I got that. So when you played the game, after the game, did you just go to the next game or did you come back and look at film?
Go ahead. Come on now.
Then you watch how you ran the play and saw you was running scared.
Yes, sir.
So you can adjust the way you play the game. He says, such is life, brother. Life is not for when you make a mistake, you beat the hell out of yourself. No, pour the jewels of what you learned and take that into the future and leave the stuff that caused you to fall in the rear.
Wow. Praise.
So he said, get your butt back over there. Go back to them other sinners. They can't judge you either.
That's right.
Go ahead.
You know, normally when people are talking about other people, it is because they're trying to deflect you from
Come
their
on,
fault.
brother. Come on, brother.
That's right. Projection.
I want to deflect. See, I'm deflecting you because I don't really want you to look at me. I'm telling you that somebody else is a liar because in truth, I'm a liar. Ooh, y'all looking at me like that.
Go ahead.
Make this up, brother.
We need it.
Make this up.
Thank you, Brother Farrakhan. I want to thank the mighty believers
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
of Muhammad's Mosque, number 275497
That's
in
right.
Antelope Valley. It's such a great week. Brother, is the PowerPoint set up? I guess the tech people done left. Brothers and sisters, I'm honored today that we have what I love about the relationship that Brother Farrakhan has taught us how to make connections with all the tribes.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
The Holy Quran says, I have made you into tribes and families that you may know one another. That you may what?
Know one another.
That you may what?
Know one another.
Because to know one another, no. Not know of, that's not knowing. I have made you into tribes and families that you may know one another. Because when you know one another, you can't despise one another.
To that love, brother.
Because as I was talking about my experience, it was the minister who said, brother, go and experience the Anipi.
Yes.
You'll fall in love with our indigenous family. They're going to teach you jewels of wisdom that you can find in the Quran and in our supreme wisdom.
Come on,
Don't go among them trying to make them into you. That ain't fair.
Right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
When you got a human being that's trying to make somebody into themselves, that's a control freak.
Think about it. Think about it.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with some kind of control, but only if it's rightly motivated.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Teach.
But most control in America has been bad control. That's why sisters don't even want to hear that word.
Right.
That's right.
They over there now frowning at me for even saying the
That's
word.
right.
Nobody gonna control me.
Go ahead.
That what you want? Choke you with this damn headpiece. Walked in what? This ain't Egypt. I drive my own damn car.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm in trouble. That's right, brother.
What a beautiful thing. To be able to go among people and not try to force them to be like you before you like them.
Right. Come on.
I learned so much in the 3 or 4 times I've been in the NEP. Sweat.
Total black.
Some of the tribes in the NEP, when they call on God, they say Tantashallah.
Think about that.
We say Allah. Because why would they say, where did they get that Arabic twist from?
Think about it.
Because we in the nation was taught that the Native Americans who was once a part of Africa,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
see, all rebellious groups ended up in America.
Come on. Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They were sent here how many thousand years ago?
16,000
years ago.
Go ahead.
They are from us. That's why we got the same rhythm.
Go ahead. That's right. That's right.
You ever been to Mexico and saw the pyramids?
Think about
Yes,
that.
sir.
You ever been to Mexico and saw the mask, the high cheekbones and the thick
Go ahead
lips?
now.
When did their lips thin out?
Come on.
Around the same time yours thinned out.
Go ahead.
Crackers got through raping you.
Right.
That part.
They got raped by the Spanish. We got raped by the British.
Right.
Spanish is not their original language.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's the colonizers' language.
Right.
That's why we need that panther.
Go ahead
Yes,
now.
sir.
Yours became English. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I have made you into tribes and family. And this is why when the ministers say, brother, I'm going to send you to L.A. But L.A. is a city of masquerade.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
I'm sitting there, well, why the hell are you sending me? I'm sitting my knee to his knee, got my hand leaning forward, I'm pretending. I ain't gonna lie. He said, brother, can you take plenty? I lied.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir, I can, you know, when you want to be a warrior, you'll tell all the warriors, you know,
Right,
want to be
right,
warrior
right.
a lot.
I'm with
You know,
it.
when you were little, you wanted to be strong, get on my back, cuz. Show you my daddy's strong, right?
Come on.
I said, yes, sir, brother Minister, I can take plenty. I said, okay. He said, then let me ask you this. Can you take a curse and instead of lashing back, can you give back a blessing? Oh, yes, sir, I would really like that. I was ready to give nobody no blessing if you cuss me. I'm coming back at you.
Big time.
Right? He said, all right, brother. Because I'm about to send you somewhere that you're really going to have to get through those 2 hurdles.
Sir.
He said, I'm sending you to a place where they don't like the restrictive laws.
Come on. Come on.
Boy, I got quiet.
Right.
He said, I'm sending you because you're from the South.
Think about it.
He said, and you love family.
That's right.
Wow.
Come on. Come on.
He said, I want you to go out west and stay connected to me because in LA, is tribal.
Right.
And there are people in the mosque flexing, trying to get my followers to follow them.
Teach.
That's right.
Come on, listen.
Good teaching.
We gotta tell the truth.
Yes, sir. Bring it, brother, man.
We've been up in here banging too.
We need it, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Teach.
Yes, sir.
When I first got here, I got hit with a banging remark. Because I'm from the country. I came here like Jeffro Bodine. Had my family on top of the car. We going passing pots with a pool stick.
Every time.
Then he said, beware, brother, of the persons who come and try to give you money. Because once you take it, they got you.
Right. That's right.
He said, when they offer it, call witnesses in the room and ask them, is this with no strings attached?
Go ahead,
Teach.
brother, minister.
Wow.
Good teaching.
And if they said, oh no, that's just for you, brother, write him a receipt. And then say these words to him. If you break the law, I'm going to be harder on you, brother.
Go ahead.
He said, and if they never come back offering you money again, know that they had a wicked intention.
Wow.
That's happened to me about 7 times.
Come on, brother, minister.
7.
Wow.
Wow.
3 people inside of the mosque and 4 outside.
Go ahead, brother, minister.
Teach.
Because I didn't come here seeking no money. I had money when I came. I ain't got that.
That's all right.
Go ahead, brother. What you got there?
Money ain't the best kind of energy to have.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The best kind of energy to have is the Spirit of God.
Yes.
I didn't always obey, I deviated.
Come on, brother.
We all have.
LA ain't no place you play.
No, sir. Not at all.
But this place looks so good to me. I'm coming from the country. I saw an ocean.
Movie stars.
All up in Hollywood, man. The entertainers come to you. Pretty women shake your hand and their telephone number be in there. I gave some of them back. I gotta be honest. Honest, brother. I know your wife is like, I wanted to give you this.
Go ahead, brother.
You get off that stuff. Rise and divorce in the nation. He said, you're going to be tried with 3 other things. The enticing beauty of women,
Yes, sir.
the lust for money, and the fear of poverty.
Wow.
He said, if you can make it past that, brother, you'll be riding high.
Praise God. Oh, praise God.
Wow.
And apparently, I must have did something pretty okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
He said, Brother L.A., eat ministers.
That's facts.
About my 9th year here, I started playing Gladys Knight every day. Too much for him, man. He couldn't what? My wife started flying back to Georgia every other week. I said, well, I want to go too. Evicted twice. We were homeless twice.
Come on, brother minister.
We didn't blame the believers.
That's right. That's all.
We never blamed y'all.
Never heard of that.
Always looked at me, where did I go wrong? So
Go ahead, brother.
he gave me the name because he said he saw something.
Yes, sir.
The way we honor our fallen prince, Brother Nipsey Hussle.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He didn't see something just for me.
Right.
He saw something in us.
Right. Right.
He said, ooh, brother, LA is healing.
yes,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yes.
Wisdom.
He said, I looked in those sisters' face in particular. And I saw a purity that I haven't seen in a while. He said, when I looked, I saw seamless attitudes.
Think about it.
Just like when you go to Mecca, you can't go in your traditional garment from your tribe. You have to take off all tribal clothes and everybody put on the same seamless garment. You don't know the rich from the poor.
That's right.
Go ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
what he said he saw.
Praise be to Allah.
Beautiful.
Praise
Beautiful.
From the ministry.
He said, I saw men who was ready to die. This is for the hypocrite that don't like it.
Right. Come on.
Drive you crazy today.
Try the hard, brother, man. Try the hard. It's time.
We may not look like much to most of y'all because we ain't got what you think we should have. I hate people who want us to just have businesses and all of this great stuff and we ain't got the right spirit.
Right.
Teach.
I want to support it. Come on.
Why would God give us businesses and a lot of money and you ain't even living the restrictive laws 20%?
Facts.
So if Allah allowed us to gain access to the material wealth of the world, but yet I'm a sinner,
Go ahead.
you would become an enemy to God to the degree that you thought your criminality got the money for you.
Right.
Overnight.
Good teaching.
Wow.
Man, that's the truth.
God is only going to award the righteous.
Oh, that's promise.
Yes, sir.
The minister said, why would God give a brother who's an adulterous brother billions of dollars?
Huh. Fool.
He'll use his money to become a formidable opponent in adultery.
Come on, man.
That's bar.
You got quiet. I ain't hear no amen.
Go ahead. Go ahead. That's the truth. That's the truth.
But if we be patient,
Come on.
this cracker is going to have to give us this whole state back.
Yes.
That's right.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
They see it coming.
Our native family is about to get this back. You see how they're coming up in here?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Look, they not coming because some cracker named Trump.
It's time.
It's talking about don't come. God is moving in their spirit.
Good.
And in the Bible, it is written that your borders will be overran.
That's right. That's right.
They
Go
coming
ahead.
back to get what's theirs.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's why I'm glad I got a relationship with my homies.
That's
Hey.
right.
But glad I got it. So look, y'all get it back. I saw a crib in Malibu, man. We moved. Now, white people gotta go. And we gonna tell them, no, leave them houses.
Right.
Don't take nothing.
That's right.
Nah, leave that bitch. All that. Leave the keys.
That's right.
Which way should I go? Don't matter, as long as you head east or west. No.
What's it
Look, brothers, sisters, let me tell you something. God could do that. You know he can take the kingdom from whom he pleases.
Right. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that there are Caucasian people who are beginning to realize who they are as a group?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they are beginning to feel sorry for what they've done to the whole planet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
But for real, I saw a crib.
For real.
It's in Malibu, it's overlooked. I mean, it's so beautiful. Homies, if I could just have that one. Please. I don't care. I'll tap dance for them. But the earth belongs to the righteous.
Right. Come on.
I just want to say, my brothers, I love you. Unconditionally, no strings attached. We family. We're blood of each other's blood and bone of each other's bone. We move on the same rhythmic spirit.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Man, Nipsey.
Yes, sir.
Died at 33. Where he was murdered.
Right.
33. And then I said to the minister, brother minister, this is also my 33rd year in the nation.
Wow.
Amen. Come on.
He said, yeah, brother, Allah brought you on a parallel track. He said, you are the longest reigning minister ever in here. Not through no perfection. Oh, I fell down. Oh, did I fall?
Got up.
I love it. I mean, now I look back at it.
Yes, sir.
It's rough.
Yes,
To raise some gang-banging FOI.
That's deep.
Man.
That's deep.
And some disappointed, abused MGT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That so re-stimulated that anything you do, they think it's against you.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Teach. Teach.
When you come into the Nation of Islam, you come into an agitated womb
Come on, come on, come on. Straight
that
up.
try to abort your process and faith.
Come on, come on.
Teach. Teach.
You're going to process, brother.
But the minister said, brother, why would you think you're not powerful? What make you think you're not great? He said, when you was emitted in your mother's womb with billions others of sperm,
Right.
you was in a fight then.
Right. Hello.
Because you had to raise billions of sperm cells and you had a predetermined idea in your mother's womb, I'm beating all this out.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Hostile conditions.
He said, you didn't complain when you was in the womb. You had more faith as a sperm
Wow.
than what you are showing me now.
Teach. Wow.
A billion after one egg. No, when you emit sperm in a woman, it goes against gravity. So you gotta go against gravity. Looking for that. Looking for that, sister. You look to your left, you see a sperm, you're like, it's. Look to your right, one trying to beat you, you reach out. He said, some of the sperm, because it have a tail, when it gets frustrated and it can't make the journey, he said the tail curl and then it blocks other sperm like a hypocrite.
Teach.
Wow.
Teach.
Come on.
Wow.
Trying to make a paper out of
Ooh, teach. Teach.
it. He said, but you got around that.
Yes.
Sir. Yes, we did.
He said, there's part of the womb is hot and hostile, and some of the sperm just cry out and just burn.
Man.
You acted, brother.
Teach.
He said, but you kept going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And when you saw the egg, you picked up the pace, and when you hit it,
Come on.
a spark of light went off.
Come on.
Right.
Come on. Teach that son.
And then the other sperm became your meal.
Wow. Back.
And from that one cell, you knew what to do because God was with you. That from that one cell, it started generating other cells.
Come on. Come on.
So you was a great organizer in the womb.
Man.
Teach.
He said, you don't have no leader. It's been with you the whole while. You just have negated the leadership of your own reality. By accepting other people's opinion and perception of you.
Yes.
They took you off course.
Yes.
Wow.
Because you was trying to fit in. He said you never fit in when you was emitted into the womb.
Come on now. Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir. Come on.
Then you outgrew the womb, and you knew what to do. Your head turned toward the opening.
Man. Automatic.
Floodlight.
When the brain was formed, it didn't ask nobody in the womb, what should I do from here? You called the arms into existence. The skeletal system into existence. God started giving you sinew because you was in submission in the womb because you wanted to get out of that darkness.
Man. Creation.
Such as this cracker's world.
Teach.
Backwards world.
His world is a world of darkness.
Yes, sir.
What is flesh?
Your soul longed to get out of it.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Searching for the light.
So God said when his spirit came upon the face of the deep. See? Darkness. Then what did he say? Let there be light. That's what happened to Nip. He saw a light.
Right. Yes, sir.
His security said, brother, he stopped looking at TV. He would only watch documentary.
Go ahead.
The security team told us that.
Come on.
He said he only listened to 3 people teach. He said Minister Farrakhan every now and then, T.D. Jakes. He said to Minister Tony, he watched you every week on Facebook.
Go ahead.
Because of the series.
Right. Come on.
It inspired him to want to come off of drugs.
Wow.
They wanted to be focused.
Go ahead.
Guess what he started reading?
Come on.
Message to the black man.
That's right. Go ahead.
Heavy dude.
Yeah,
She
man.
was.
Yes, he
You've
is.
been black saying.
He's from a very spiritual people.
Yes.
So the minister, and when you go among Nip, that brother, he's still not a straight shooter.
Yes, sir.
If he liked you, he said this word, respect. Respect. Remember they chanted that in his homegoing ceremony? So when the minister was giving me my name, I didn't ask for it. I was okay with Tony. Because everybody knows me by that name.
Yes, sir.
And we were listening to a song called Change the World. Y'all got to hear the minister.
Yes, sir.
Out.
Go ahead.
For real.
And just listening to the lyrics, I began to weep. And the violin part played. And he said, that's when Allah dropped the name in his head that he wanted to give me. He said, brother, I'm going to give you Malik. You're the first.
Go ahead.
I said, no, brother minister, there's another brother that was named Malik. He said, I know, but he ain't you the first.
Go ahead.
He said, but I just can't give you Malik. I got to give you something that also says who you are, that distinguishes you. So I'm going to also give you Saeed.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
Abdul Malik Saeed.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Then he gave me a beautiful explanation of Malik, not just being a king, but he's also the judge and he settles the differences of other people.
Go ahead.
Peacemaker.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. Let's-
Beautiful.
He said, that's what you've been doing for 25 years. That wasn't no show. You do that when ain't no cameras around. He said, you and the believers been doing it for 25 years. Now God is getting ready to give you the harvest from those 25.
Yes, sir.
He said, go look at the name Saeed and see if you like it. I went and looked at it. And I got scared. I didn't want it.
Come on.
I'm being honest.
Yes, sir.
I didn't want it because what it meant scared the hell out of me.
Come on.
Because when you know what you come up out of,
Man.
and you know your weaknesses, why would you accept something so big?
Right.
But once again, I've been greatly
Unjust to myself.
So in the meaning, I saw these words written. One who takes on such a name is highly respected.
Yes, sir.
I saw the respected. I said, brothers, I like this because it says one that's respected. He said, well, why are you dodging the meaning of it? The meaning means master, Lord.
Go ahead.
Praise.
One who masters his or her circumstance. Listen, you just grow into it. You know, maybe when I'm gone, you'll understand. Just humbly, man.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
I pray a lot, because those are not my attributes, they are Allah's attributes.
Right. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's right.
The only thing I can try to do is strive to live up to.
Yes.
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 And the only thing I ask you, self-righteous, is don't judge me when I slip.
Right.
Teach. That's right.
Because when you're working and trying to help our people, you're going to slip.
Yeah. That's how they ability. Right.
I don't know if I should tell you this part.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Somebody told me I shouldn't say it to y'all, but I don't believe if the minister says something, I think you have the right to know it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Get off your heart.
He said, brother, what I saw, you all do. He said, that 9 minutes of what y'all did to honor Nipsey Hussle was the greatest demonstration of love I have ever seen.
Wow. Hey!
But he said, brother, you all been doing that, brother. You'll be in your bed, somebody gets shot, minister, you go.
That's right. That's right.
You don't wait on nobody.
That's right. That's true.
I show up sometime, ain't got no security, and the homie be like, what the blood? Where your brothers? I said, you my brothers.
Right.
Y'all gonna let something happen, they hide here. I said, post up here like, tell the drunk, you post over here.
Go ahead.
You know what it's like seeing a mother holding her son with his head blown off?
Come on, brother.
And you get on your knees with her and hug her anyway.
Come on, brother.
You ain't there.
Come on, brother.
It's all right.
So, he also said that demonstration that we did changed the opinion of tens of millions around the world about the nation of Islam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thank Allah for my brother and sister captain, my sister secretary,
Yes, sir.
her sister protocol.
Go ahead.
They're not perfect, but you perfect enough. I'm crazy behind.
Come on.
More importantly, I thank Allah for that believer ain't got no title but brother
That's right.
or sister.
That's right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He kept talking about it, then he would just weep. He said, that 9 minutes, and he'd come out into tears, and he said, that 9 minutes, brother, was greater than all of the lectures of the ministers over the last 40 years.
Wow. Wow.
With the exception of him. I'm weeping for us.
Yes, sir.
Because I know we've been struggling, trying to be right. It's a beautiful thing. when you're really trying to be right, to watch that believer, even though they just went to somebody's house and they heard slander, slack talking, gossip, they stumble back to the mud.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Going through the green of development. Then he looked at me in front of all of the national laborers. He said, oh, Brother Tony, he said, from this day forward, you do not have any sins.
Wow.
He said, your slate has been wiped clean. Then he went right into envy and jealousy.
Come on, come on.
He said, brother,
come on.
you ain't did nothing. Allah did it through you.
Right.
He said, but your star has risen so high, you're going to have to now deal with a dangerous element of envy and jealousy.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
In the mosque and out.
Right. All ladies. Come on.
Thank you for wanting to have my back. But Allah got it.
Right.
Right behind Allah. That's why I love the circumstances of my life. I ain't like going through it. To have a beautiful wife.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And never complain. Beautiful children.
Yes, sir.
Got a little pissed off. They didn't like some of this stuff, but they saw us give it all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Went through it all.
And when we was evicted a couple of times, they heard snide remarks. Now y'all ain't shit.
That's right. Come on. Come on.
Don't worry about it.
That's right.
Broke their spirits, and sometimes they struggle with the world. But they saw their dad just take it on the chin, keep going.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, I'm glad I got the kind of wife. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
She ain't high maintenance on the money and the material part. Oh, all she needs is a sewing machine.
That's right. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get to my subject.
You own it. That is the subject.
I'm happy for us.
Yes, sir. All praise.
I love 27 minutes.
Yes, sir.
We brought our country butts out here, man. I love me some y'all. Oh, really? I love every one of you. Love you. It was a little rough. You know, I allowed the Satan side of myself to lead me into other crap.
Come on. Come on.
They'll start drinking again.
Come on. Come on.
Go ahead.
Get quiet.
Quiet.
Soon you were drinking. Yeah. About a case of sour chill a day. I wasn't the only one. We go to Savior's Day, you looking for luggage and it's boxes of sour chill. We sin together.
Yes, sir.
After the police fiasco, when they handcuffed the brothers and I and beat us, I went into the worst state of depression in my life. Couldn't come out of it.
Wow.
Because all of the circumstances of my childhood hit me at that moment.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be a minister anymore. I'm on the beach with a fifth of gin in one hand and a reefer in the other.
Bread, brother. Bread.
I ain't gonna be no minister. I'm gonna get rich and get a minister for our council money, but I ain't giving nobody else nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
We fall there.
I get a phone call from Reverend Alfredi Johnson,
Uh-oh, your boy.
who pulled me back and told me he had just got off the phone with the minister, and the minister wanted to do something that he had been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I hear you, man. I ain't with that, man. I don't want to be no minister.
Great, brother.
He said, nigga.
Right?
He said, nigga. He said, you drunk? Look at what I said. I said, hell no, I'm high as hell.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir, bro.
I said, brother, you need life repair. I didn't know what the hell that was, but it kind of messed up my house. So I'm coming to get you, brother. I said, not tonight. When can I come get you? When I finish this.
Good, brother.
Hung up, finished the gin, smoked the weed, went back in to get healed.
Yes. Yes.
That's work on myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've gotten to the point now where I don't care what nobody thinks about me.
That's right, brother.
In fact, that frees me. I'm like, why am I worried about what other struggling people think about me?
Hey, come on. Come on.
That's right.
That means I'm suffering from polytheism.
Yes.
Come on.
I get around this group, I want them to accept me, so I act like them. I get around this group,
Wow.
act like them. Then when I get home, I don't know what the hell to do.
Go ahead.
That's right. Keep yourself.
God besides God.
I've decided now I'm going to be me.
Yes.
Right.
But what are you?
Come on.
Righteous Muslim. All I want to do now in my life is just help others.
That's
That's
right.
I can sit in front of you, you cuss me out, it don't even bother me.
Right.
Because I know who you really cussing.
Right.
Ah.
Yourself.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Brother, you walked by me one day, you didn't give me the green. Oh, yeah, okay. And what else? Come on. And my daddy when I was 6. I let you talk long enough, you'll talk yourself right into who you really mad at.
Wow. Good teaching. Good teaching.
But if I take what you say personally, when the minister said, don't never let nobody pull you in personally.
Right.
Once they get you personally, they have become God.
Right.
Wow.
Good teaching. Good teaching.
Anybody that can break your spirit, you might as well pray to them.
Come on. Come on. Put them on your wall. Come on.
Wow.
Do they ever broke my spirit? Well, Avalon. When you tight with God, you can't break a man of God or woman's spirit. You can cause me to look at you some kind of way, but my spirit, you can't.
That's
You know what I've learned to do? I've learned to handle you a disconnect.
Exactly. Right there. Yep. Right there.
Depending on what time it is. Brother, can I talk to you? Not right now. That's called disconnect. What do you want to talk about? Something you did. Not right now.
Be that.
See, because you see me on the grind, you're
Right,
trying to
right.
drop salt in my game.
right. Go ahead.
Right.
Because I don't need to hear good news all day. And the Holy Quran say, and take good news
Right.
to the believer.
Yes.
So I said, I like that card, respect. He said, yeah, that's good. Then when I told him Nip died at 33 and I've been in the nation 33, he said, see, y'all are tired, brother. He said, so now you and the believers have to now turn every group, not to Nip as a God, he ain't God.
Right. Come
But
on.
to the principles that he was trying to apply in his hood should be applied in every hood.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What was he applying? Come on, homie. All right, listen to the song Dedication.
Go ahead.
Dedication.
Go ahead.
He said, ain't gonna be no slave to these crackers.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Go ahead.
He talked about reparations.
Go ahead.
He was building in his hood. He was building in the same. He bought the square that he used to get arrested in.
Go ahead. Right.
That's a God.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we got to do.
Yes, sir.
Nipsey had a tattoo when he started realizing who he was and is. A tattoo that was written on the side, on the right, I think, says, God will rise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because his name, Armias.
Yes, sir.
Is that how you say it?
Yes, sir.
Arameus means God will rise. We were sitting at the table of the minister, and one of the homies came in, and he was telling the minister that 2 weeks before Nipsey was murdered, he put on a lot of jewelry. $500,000 worth of jewelry. And they say Nipsey got on the bus and went to 14 different gang neighborhoods and got off the bus and offered himself.
Go ahead.
That's deep. Sacrifice to me.
And when they saw him, they came and saw that he was Nips, and now one of them wanted to kill him. He went to make peace with all the tribes. He offered himself, take me, but stop the killing of all the homies.
Think about that.
The minister weeping.
Yes, sir. Imagine.
He asked his brother, was that true? And Black Sam said, yeah. Minister Weed would call me and they was like, man, you know where your brother is? And Black Sam said, minister, he was crazy like that. Man went to his enemies.
Wow.
But it wasn't his enemies
That's right. Come on.
that murdered him.
Come on.
It was Shitty Cuz.
Go ahead.
That's what the guy's name was. Little Shitty Cuz.
Right.
That bitch.
And the minister said, brother, I want you to study Shitty Cuz. Something produced that.
Right.
Security candidate.
He said, because you can't have no president that's assassinated and not lock him into his assassin.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Right. Go
You
ahead.
got to study both sides.
Right.
Look at Nip, a banger now. Something in his spirit must have been telling him, God's about to call you home. You better make it all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To go to your enemies' hood with all the jewelry on and offer yourself, and not one of them wanted to kill him until he got back to his own hood.
Wow.
Enemies is blessed.
Little Shitty sitting there waiting. Envious.
Right.
Jealousy. This is why, brothers and sisters, if you don't murder it in you, when your brother or sister arrives, he said, Brother Tony, there's some shitties in the mosque.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's real.
Come on now. Everyone.
You see the atmosphere. He said, and the enemy knew it. The police used to raid Nipsey's stores
Go ahead.
every other month. So there was no weapons when he got shot. So the homies couldn't, they had no iron.
Right.
Because they depend on a cardinal weapon.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You don't need no gun. I pray when you shoot at us, we run to the gun.
That's more. Go ahead.
Yes,
You
sir.
don't run from it. You say Allahu Akbar and you take off from the gun. No, that ain't Allahu Akbar. That's a pump bar. I'm sorry. I hate what that enemy did to our Muslim brothers in that masjid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They should have been dying coming at him.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
I know. I ain't gonna say, look, I ain't gonna sit here and say if gunfire. I mean, automatically the first move is gonna be done.
Right. Right. Right.
Reflex.
But then when you You gather yourself. You gather yourself. Come on, damn, man. You're Muslim. You're Muslim. That's right. That's right. You're a Native American, bro. Hey, you're a warrior. You're a warrior. You're a warrior. Come on.
Go ahead.
Real talk, man. Let's not be acting like you know big time. So you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Go ahead.
This is the hour of betrayal.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Judas.
It's in the Bible.
Yes, sir.
Many of you have been standing at a distance judging people.
Come on now.
You got spheres of influence and you don't know. You just said something about another believer and you talking to a brother or sister who's on psych meds.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My shitty cuz was on psych meds.
Add it up. Add it up.
I taught a 12-week lecture series called Mental Health, the Trojan Horse to Purge the Black and Brown community.
Come on. Facts. Day up.
When they arrested him, where was he? In front of a mental hospital. That's why when you're in pain, you should keep it to yourself. Take it to Allah. Oh, Allah, that sister just disrespected the hell out of me. Said something about my damn garment is too tight. Look at her fat. Sister, can you believe that half a time? That's where you went wrong.
Man, good.
First of all, you should look and see, is it too tight?
Right. It might be good to help.
Tell the truth. Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Facts. Come on now.
Come out on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
I close. I'm so happy we made a man of God happy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Brother, when I saw the youth, the children from the MUI, he said, you had everybody placed perfectly.
Go ahead.
You out front, the youth behind you, and their mothers behind them, with a protecting shield of brothers.
Man. Go ahead.
It's a hell of a symbol, brother. And I'm telling you, I'm getting inbox from all over the world. Now, that videotape have been seen by nearly 100 million
Facts.
people.
Go ahead.
LA did it. He said, your love and your words to the people, brother, was as if it was for me.
Yes, sir.
Showed you love, brother Tony.
Sir. Go ahead.
He said, you've reached the spiritual level. I've been praying for you to reach it. You there?
Praise. Yes, sir.
He said, be careful. Be careful.
Yes, sir.
He said, they're ready to turn that city over. But are the believers ready?
Good question. Good question.
What's going to happen when 1,500 women from Figueroa show up?
Think about it.
You're thinking and you think you snotty. Oh, sister, don't touch my garment. What if she walk in here with a butt cheek showing?
Come on. Come on.
Are you going to think she after the brothers?
Go ahead. It's going to help.
Come on, y'all, we got to talk about that.
Go ahead.
The attitudes that's got
Go ahead. Come on.
Now, hold on, brother.
I'm getting it. Come on.
What if Santa Monica show up?
Come on, give me
Love it, Muhammad, to the day. Say, I don't want that nigga in my sport. Look, my native brother, we messed up. But if you got God in you, I don't care how much faggot he got in here.
Go ahead.
Because his nature is a man.
Go ahead.
Sister Captain, when y'all was out there, man, you look so beautiful. I don't care how much Shanae trying to be a butch.
Go ahead.
You touched the deep parts of her mind that's feminine.
Go ahead.
And in her mind, she was saying, that's how I'm supposed to be. And her brother told me, Minister Tony, when y'all walked up, it was about 7 women that fell to their knees saying, that's my nation. Go ahead. I'm proud of LA, man. We the West Coast and we crazy as hell, but we coming up out of it. Come on. And I thank Allah for using me to help in that process.
Yes, sir.
I'm a sinner like you.
Yes, sir.
I'm a former slanderer, slack talker, gossiper like you. I'm a former 8 meals a day man, pretending I'm eating 1, but I'm getting fat. And then I said I blame it on my thyroid. Thyroid. No, I'm eating 8 meals a day and 2 bags of potatoes. I'll let y'all say that. That's the name of the meals you eat, thyroid. He said, I saw a healing
Yes, sir.
taking place on the West Coast.
Wow. Thank you.
He said, you are right. The sun is rising from the west.
Oh, praise.
However LA go, that's how the country go. When the black and the brown come together in LA, the black and the brown gonna come together. On that day, Nips brought us all together. That human being right there.
Yes, sir.
The brown showed up.
Yeah.
I'm talking about tatted. The fingernails was tatted. I said, damn. Why did you tat your fingernails? You need me to do your One dude, remember the dude? His hair was tatted. He had a face.
Right.
It was tatted so perfectly. When he turned around, I thought he was still looking at me. I said, what the hell? After he shook my hand, and he turned around. I said, damn, that's Janus. Oh, Janus was the Toothpaste guy.
Right.
I said, why did he put a face on him? I said, oh, he two-faced. You know, a two-faced person is a liar. I said, no, he was just covering his own back. He on his own pole. Our people are beautiful.
Yes, sir.
But do you look at the tattoos? Hell no.
No, sir. That's right. Go ahead.
Look at his soul. Minister said, brother, you are beginning to look around their circumstances and spot them. He said, that's why they fell in your arms. Latino brother just fell on me snotting, saying, I came in prison and taught him, and I see you as a father figure.
Wow.
So many. I'm like, what? I used to get high. As a minister.
Go ahead.
He didn't care. Only the self-righteous care. Sister, stop faking. It's okay to have flaws as long as you practicing Islam. But guess what? Don't get in the habit of telling people.
Show.
That's right.
Speak for yourself.
You should mentally fast when you're in the midst of others away from talking about your father. I'm only telling you because, hell, if I can tell you, I take the stick out of your hand that you had.
Right. Go ahead, go ahead.
Now you can't swing at me because I already told you I was crazy. I was crazy. Let me close. LA.
Yes, sir.
We got to get ready.
Yes, sir.
The minister said, what LA did, you're going to cause people to go in the mosque all over the country.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I got inbox
Nice. Come on.
from Denzel, Magic Johnson, on my Instagram page. Brother, we want in.
Go ahead.
A woman, Naomi Campbell, actress, she said, I've looked at this video 25 times and I've cried every time I look. What do you need me to do?
Go ahead. Jesus.
I got inbox from some person saying that he's representing a royal family in Dubai.
Go ahead.
They didn't know that the Nation of Islam had it like this in America, and we'll be there in May, and we would like to meet with you, and I'll tell you who the royal family is.
Good. Come on. Come on.
He said, see, brother, you're suffering. Do no favor seeking gain.
Right.
Is Sister Charlene here? Sister Charlene?
Yes, sir.
I want me and you talk so the hypocrite can hear. But the light on already went out.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You were there when I met with the mayor.
Okay.
You recorded it.
Yes, sir.
Didn't I tell him I'm not here for your money?
That's right. I'm your witness.
I was there too.
Didn't I tell him that?
Yes, sir.
And one of the Negroes, like, oh, hold on. I said, maybe that's what you here for, man. Don't talk for me.
Right.
So I'm not here for your money. We do that all day, every day.
Right.
I didn't need you to call me for us to go. We were headed anyway.
Right. Go ahead. Thanks.
I said, but would we like your help? Yeah, we would like your help. And we need to talk about the type of resources that it takes to raise all black and brown people.
Right.
I said, and I don't want much if you just allow us to some resources. I said, I'll show you how from there we'll organize and do it ourselves. Didn't I say that?
Right.
Yes, sir.
For you damn hypocrites, then I already told a lie.
Say it.
Funky bastards.
Right. That's
That's how we went out in the streets.
Go ahead.
Nation of Islam doing this for money.
Go ahead.
Crazy as hell. You weren't there when I got my teeth kicked out.
Come on.
Almost. Brothers and I almost lost our lives trying to rescue the Rolling Sixties.
Come on. Right.
Where were you?
Come on, man.
Go ahead.
Have the police department for you. That's right.
I said to him, Mr. Mayor, if you want our help, then you're going to have to say that in a press conference. Did he say it in the press conference?
Yes, sir.
Nation of Islam, that was, because I wanted him to say that because I want the Jews to get it. All right. They've been attacking my leader, so I wanted him to slap the Jews. We solicited the help of Minister Tony Mohammed and the Nation of Islam. I said, that's good. Then the police chief got up there.
You got it out right now.
Mr. Tony Mohammed said they're going to help. But did I go in there with my hat in my hand? Don't tell that lie.
Great,
That's
brother.
right.
Go ahead.
Great, brother.
Come on.
I ain't never did nothing for no money.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right.
But what's wrong if money comes?
Right.
What's wrong if I do get a bit?
Go ahead. Come on. Go ahead.
I deserve four.
Go ahead.
One for me, one for my wife, and one for my two children.
Go ahead. Go ahead. ahead now.
I don't want him to give it to me because he wants control.
Come on, stream.
Brother Anzar has gained intervention and they just increased his budget so that he could help.
Go ahead.
Jesus said, brother, they're getting ready to come to you with the city.
Yes, sir.
We can do this ourselves.
Yes, sir. That's right.
So Saeed means one who's highly respected. And I have to be honest, that's really true.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. I've been
By
with
Allah's grace,
Yes,
I've been with you.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
respected in the street.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
That's true.
And now it's happening in the mosque.
Go ahead.
Because Brother Ali, he was the first one. He said, brother, I want to tell the believers what I witnessed when you met with the mayor. And all them other Negroes wanted a sandwich. One brother started talking about who the hell he was. And I got this program, and if you will help me with my program, I can get people jobs. I'm like, I done brought this nigga to my meeting. One brother told me, and minister, may I speak for you? I said, hell no. You become my damn. Watch it, man. Sell our people out.
Chicken and rice.
I can't wait till the day when the black, the brown, and the red, and the yellow man, it's time for us to come together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, it's fast time.
I close, and it's time for us to set up a trade agreement.
Right. Yes, sir.
That when our Native American family have their day and they run from the four directions, some of us, without me, need to run with them.
Right.
Because that's the marathon continuing.
Yes, sir.
The Holy Quran said, if it had been a near game or a short journey, everybody could have made it.
Right.
You know why Allah frustrates you and disappoints you? Because He wants you to come into contact with your devil.
Right.
Because you don't know who you are until you're disappointed.
It's facts.
Yeah. Oh. I ain't going down to that mom. That little ain't going. You didn't write your letter to the raggedy mom.
Go ahead.
You wrote your letter to Master Farad Muhammad.
Go ahead now.
That's right. That's true.
Because I believe we are about to get not just a block, we're about to get the city.
Go ahead.
Wow. I just wanted to show you, brother, could you bring up the videos? And I wanted the believers to take another look, because when you're in the heat of a battle, you don't get to see yourself.
Go ahead.
I got a call from the gangs in Chicago weeping. Slow down. Go back to that picture. Ooh. Blew people away.
That's right.
Sister Sandra is a star.
That's right.
Here's the brother. They want us to hate our brown brother?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you freaking kidding me? Same dog bit us, bit them.
That's right.
He messed me up. And he said, brother, you were like a father to me. I want to be in the nation. I said, why do you think I'm wearing brown today?
Go ahead.
Why I wore that brown uniform? Well, 2 reasons. One, I wanted to stand out. To be distinct from the blue one. but I, wanted to reach our family. There was a group, a tribe called the Tonga people.
Right.
Big old Samoan-like people.
Right.
Giants. Even their women are big. I said, whoa. I couldn't date one of them. They'd slam me all over. I mean, beautiful women, but big.
Right.
And they came up, they called the Tonga Crips.
Oh, yeah.
I said, brothers, could I come to your hood and sit under the tree? You would come. And he stood up. I was like, I don't know. I said, absolutely. I want to learn your culture, learn your way. He smiled because I didn't look at his condition. He tatted up.
Right.
He said, right, we're from the island of love. He started talking about that island is about love.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at a gangster talking to me about love.
Go ahead.
And one of us said, brother, may I hug you? Of course. Crack. Let me Marcus, let me pulling people all over. I ain't getting hugged no more. I ain't doing that. Just shake my hand. One brother shook my hand and it disappeared. And the women was big, beautiful women, and they were fed everybody.
Go ahead.
I cried, they feeding. I'm like, look at Nip, look at what that brother did in death.
Come on.
Never in the history of LA have we stood up when a black man killed a black man.
Go ahead.
Military salute. The minister said, brother, Allah dropped it in you, brother. I'm glad you had the crescent in red and blue. Why I felt so vindicated because the damn hypocrites.
Go ahead.
That ain't our flag, brother. Their messenger wouldn't have had their flag like that. I mean, brother, I was really, I was hurt and scared that the minister would disapprove because of what that fool said.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to speak a language.
Go ahead.
Because brother got a red and a blue bow tie.
Right.
That ain't our flag. You're damn lie, that is our flag.
Go ahead.
And then I put the star in blue.
Come on.
And when the minister saw it, he said, I weep. My wife was there. He called me before he got on the plane, and he's like, Brother Tony. I said, my wife like, and I put him on speakerphone, because I want she suffered with me, so she should live here.
Right. That's right. Go ahead.
So the guy from brother, he can't talk, he weeping. 3 minutes later, he called me back and he talked about that demonstration. Wow. He said, you did it perfectly, brother. Because there's a red and blue star that come together every 50,000 years.
Come on.
He said, it's happening in LA, brother. Pictures. Now, is this the video? Turn it up. Hold on. We did a salute. And I had it in mind. I said, let's hold a salute for 33 seconds. Representing the 33 years that brother lived among us. The minister said, man, you just, LA, y'all just made our nation proud. He said, believers all over the country was saluting us while we were saluting Nip.
Yes,
and look, we weren't just saluting Nip, we were saluting the 25,000 who lost their lives to gang violence.
Yes.
Can it play, brother? in life is. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan sends his love and his condolence that from this day forward, our prayer is that God finally have used a human being that can unite the black man and the brown man like we've never been united before. Let us stop all gang wars in the name of Nipsey Hussle. Let us stop all black on black crime, black on brown crime, brown on brown crime. Let us do this in the name of Nipsey Hussle. We're here to prove that his name, Aramis, it means God will rise. And for the first time in our history, this is the first time in the history of Los Angeles that we have stood up when a black man killed another black man. We're saying that crap is done. And we, in the name of Nipsey, we will try to unite all the tribes so that we can finish out his legacy. We are here because Nipsey Hussle believed, fall in line with what the Nation of Islam believes. We believe in freedom. And full and complete freedom. As a people, we need to be free. We believe in justice. Equal justice under the law. And we want that justice applied equally to all, regardless of creed, class, or color. We believe in equality of opportunities. The black and the brown, we want to be equal membership in the society with the best in civilized society. And that's what Nipsey has done. He opened up business for his hobby. That's love. He put his money, his time, and his efforts to show that, look, not only do I love my brother the rolling 60s, but I love all people who suffer. Let us this day show our love, our commitment, that from Los Angeles, we will fulfill that scripture in the Bible where it is written that you will see the sun rising in the west in the last day. Thank you, Nipsey Hussle. Long live the spirit of Brother Nipsey Hussle. Join in with me. Long live the spirit of Brother Nipsey Hussle. Long live the spirit of Brother Nipsey Hussle. Long live the spirit of Brother Nipsey Hussle. Is it a prayer? Thank you. Attention, nation. Attention, prayer. And we pray. In the name of Almighty God, we beseech your help and ask your mercy. For we believe in you and we trust in you for all that we have. We thank you, dear Heavenly Father, for coming in the person of Master Muhammad. Thank you for raising from among us the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Thank you for giving to us a leader, a teacher, a God that loves us unconditionally. Thank you for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Thank you, dear Father, for this, your soldier. Thank you for Brother Nipsey Hussle. He was an angel unaware to us. We thank you that he gave more in his 33 years than most of us can give in a lifetime. Let us, oh Allah, remove all impediments that hinders us from becoming united in peace. Oh Allah, we ask that you heal the mothers who are crying over the 25,000 who've been murdered by us. Let us become brothers one to another, oh Allah. Bless us to stop the religious gangbang, the political gangbang, the social gangbang. Thank you this day for giving us this your servant Nipsey Hussle. As we all say together in unity and in peace, we say, Amen. Takbir! Takbir!
That's beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause. We close on this verse. I want to read from the Holy Quran. And
a chapter called The Family of Amram. There were many beautiful ministers and their wives who got their name. My wife is now Malika. Brother student minister Christopher got the name Abdul Rashullah. Brother Keith Muhammad is no longer that. He got, that name was killed in a drive-by shooting. He's now Brother Abdul Sabor Muhammad. His wife is Sister Sabora. Brother Hugh is no longer Hugh in San Diego. He got the name Abdul Waliullah. And his wife is named Walila. Brother Robert is now really straight in Compton.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Straight back.
Because the minister said, in Compton, either you straight or you crooked. He didn't get Abdul because it's not necessary to put Abdul in front of the name he was given. Wow. He's now Brother Mustaqim.
Yes, sir.
And his wife is Amina. Amina. And Brother Charles over in Phoenix is no longer Brother Charles. He's Abdul Imani. Abdul Iman. His wife is Sister Amani. So we were all in the name-giving graduating class of 2019. I close on this verse in the Holy Quran, Surah 3, verse 102. This is to help kill the tribalism inside of Mosque27.
Yes, sir.
That we may help to get rid of the tribalism that's outside of the walls of the mosque. Allah says, Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. And hold fast by the covenant of Allah altogether. And be not disunited. And remember Allah's favor to you when you were enemies. Then He united your hearts, so by His favor you became brethren. And you were on the brink of a pit of fire. Rolling 60s, A-Train gangsters, Inglewood family, cliques inside the mosque.
Come on, come on.
Yes, sir.
Teach.
Yes, sir.
Because he said, brother, the government agents is all up inside the mosque. So Allah caused Nipsey to be taken home, and now he's going to make us more aware of who been sent up in here.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So then when I go to a believer's house, I ain't listening to shitty cuz.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Yes, sir.
And I told him that I'd start teaching on law and structure on Wednesday. He's like, see, right there.
Man.
Stay right there.
Come on.
See? Look at this. Then He united your hearts, so by His favor you became brethren, and you were on the brink of a pit of fire. Then He saved you from it. Thus Allah makes clear to you His messages that you may be guided. And from among you there should be a party who invite to good and enjoin the right and forbid the wrong.
Come on. Come on.
And these, they are the successful. See, that's what we got to do.
Yes, sir.
And he said, LA ain't one want for nothing.
Come on.
You're going to get everything you wanted and some. So we want to buy up everything from the corner of Vermont and Manchester all the way back to the 105 on both sides of the road.
everything that ain't nailed back.
Come on.
Then we're going to put up a big old sign.
Yes.
And when you come into this area, there's going to be a big old sign saying, "Welcome to the Nation of Islam."
Yes, sir.
What's wrong with that? Our own hotel, our own hospital, our own school. What's wrong with that? I want the streets paved in gold and marble sidewalks. That's what you should be walking on. I'm talking about heated sidewalks. You can walk barefoot. I'm talking about an area where the Adhan is called and everybody come to pray.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm talking about we the police.
That's right.
Nation of Islam, we got our own police car. The homies come to the mosque just to watch us change posts.
Yes, sir.
Think about it. The way we change posts, they be across the street, watch them niggas go. They see us change posts and one of them say, God told you to. But then they see a black man and a brown man exchanging posts.
Go ahead. That's right. Think about it. Think about it.
Then at 3 o'clock, they see a black man and a yellow man. What the hell is happening in the nation? Changing posts.
Come on.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
They see a black man and a Native American man changing posts after we get out of the Anipi.
Yes, sir.
We got to learn our indigenous people's ways and customs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Minister Farrakhan met one of his first Chinese followers in L.A.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sister Amina.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise be to God.
And got her assignment.
Praise be to God.
Didn't you? The minister gave her assignment. And sisters, don't try to make her black.
Right.
Go
Yes, sir. Praise be to God.
Oh, it got quiet. And brother, don't you get too googly-eyed.
That's right.
You know it, brother.
Any brother that come after you, you come to me. I'm going to show you what he look like on paper.
Teach.
And sisters, stop dodging getting after some of these brothers and letting them get after you and you don't come and let us show you his attendance.
Teach.
Show you his charity record.
Yes, sir.
If he ain't going to come to the mosque when he marry you, he ain't coming home.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right. Teach.
Ooh, it got quiet. All the brothers. Look at the brother. I got to get to the mosque. Come and look at his number 2 poor charity. He only gave the minister $1, so you ain't gonna get a dime. In fact, he ain't got a car. He gonna ride in your car, mess up your credit. Ooh, it got quiet. The average brother in the FOI credit score, I looked at it the other day. We were all about average, about a 500. But yours ain't too much better. I was counseling a brother and sister. I said, brother, do you have money in the bank? Oh, yeah, brother. He went in his pocket to get his bank card and the EBT card. I said, brother, you on welfare? Well, you know, brother, white man. I'm just white man money. No.
Reparations, right?
Look, how many of us would like to see all gang banging stop?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, it's good to want to see it. How many of you would help us make it stop? That's what I wanted to see.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
So when we meet, because the minister said, brother, when you meet with the mayor, I want you to get the population of the original nation in Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
Don't go meeting with the mayor thinking about 200 or 300 believers in the mosque. When you meet with the mayor, think about all indigenous family because it's going to cost him probably about $105 billion to repair black and brown and red people in America. I thank you, Allah, for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Yes, sir.
I pray to Allah that I can live up to this beautiful name
Yes, sir.
that my Lord gave to me. And I pray that the members of the Nation of Islam settle all differences.
Yes, sir. Got you.
Yes, sir.
Huh? It's beautiful when you settle differences.
Yes, sir.
So that when our native family come among us, we don't want to do nothing with them seeking gain.
Right.
No favors with Sister Amina, because she's got to now connect us to our Chinese brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Go ahead.
So if anybody gonna compliment her, they gotta compliment her assignment.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right. Teach.
You get my drift?
Yes, sir.
So when our native sisters come, sister, go learn from them. Go get with our Mexican brothers and sisters. Go learn from them.
Stand. Yes, sir.
Don't go try to make them a Muslim with your mouth.
Come on.
Right.
Go impress them with your way.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because after you leave, they're going to watch you.
Exactly. Come on.
Negro is not a Muslim. They don't remind me of Farrakhan. Remind me of Al Sharpton. I can't wait. When is our native run? Is it next week? Next Sunday. We're running from the 4 directions. Right? That's in the Quran.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Because the Satan told God how he was going to mess up 4 directions.
Come on. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Leave me alone with them, he said, Satan. And I'll come from in front of them. And I'm going to come up from behind. I'm going to come at them from the left side and from the right. And when I finish turning them, you will not find one of them grateful.
Go ahead.
Not when they running.
Come on. Come on.
That's the original man running. That ain't Satan.
Right.
So I'm going to get in a little shape. I ain't gonna, how many miles? How many total miles? South direction is 24 miles? What's the north direction? That's 24 too? A little bit about 20? All right. I can give you a good 600 yards. I gotta run that day for Nip, so I'm gonna run 600 yards. You can get in the car and ride the rest of it. But I think the young people, those of you, now I'm telling you, don't get out there with them native brothers and you start huffing and puffing. You talking about you're a bounty off a while. And you on the 3rd mile and them pulled up a crap. How many of us would like to run with it? Let's do it. But look, they got warrior women. Elders, they run, don't they? And if they don't run, they walk. They just do it. It's for the suffering of their people.
Right.
And you're walking with them. Now you're talking. Then you go among them. And at the end, it's so beautiful. So after we leave the mosque that Sunday, we're going to all go.
Yes,
and this is what the minister said. He said, now LA should travel like a pack.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because that's what they saw.
Yeah.
Right.
They didn't even know we had uniforms. We fell in there salute.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The sisters stepped out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I want every MGT next week, we're going to meet with our warrior sisters.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
And the warrior brothers, we're going to meet with our warrior. We're going to make this white man know his time is up.
Yes. Go ahead.
And I'm going to every hood, every indigenous hood. I'm going among the Samoans. I'm going among the Chinese. I'm going among the Koreans.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to East LA. Sit down. Let's talk, man. Let's talk.
It's time. It's time, brother.
And I'm going to go in the name of Allah and his 2 servants, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, so that Christ will start forming in us. It's time.
Yes, sir.
Again, I give you my words. I'm gonna break out a good 600 yards. Oh, but it's gonna be a good paper. I'm done after 600 yards. 600, that's it. I'm getting in a car. But look, that's what marathon means.
Yes.
Right. That's it.
Look how Nip is connected.
Wow. Go ahead.
The marathon continues. I'm gonna sit with the mayor and say that area, because Nipsey Hussle was gonna be in our June peace ride.
Yes, he was.
My son was writing up peace songs now, because he's on one of Nipsey's songs called Picture Me Rolling.
Wow.
I've been listening to that boy's music.
Go ahead, God.
I mean, these cats is kind of heavy. They cuss a lot, me too. And then when the minister met my son, of whom I had been worried about because I hear talk, he looked at him, he said, "You free, son."
Go ahead.
Come on.
You free. Go in that studio and be free. You can do more with a song than my ministers can do with 10,000 lectures.
Go ahead.
So in June, we're going to have Peace Ride from the Four Directions. And we're going to have cars lined up, north 25 miles, south 25 miles, bikers, Corvettes, lowriders, 25 miles from the new soccer stadium.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead. Go ahead.
We're going to honor the 25,000 families who've lost children to gang violence. We're going to fly in 10 brothers from Chicago that's in the gangs, 10 from New York, 10. We want them to witness the sun.
Yes, sir.
Huh? It's going to be a day of edutainment. Now, Snoop Dogg want to get with my son, Pharrell. They're going to finish out the songs that Nip had on his heart to do for the mothers who lost their children. Dr. Dre is going to be a part of it. Kendrick Lamar. And we're going to set up a foundation in the name of Nipsey Hussle and ask the world to go fund to have the billion-dollar projects that he wanted to do.
Right. Facts.
And all the money go to that development.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So when people start saying we trying to use his name for money, his family gave us the permission. Oh, I got to tell you about his mom.
Go ahead.
Can I tell y'all about his mom?
Yes.
Ooh, she's a warrior.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We met, who was with me when we went and met with the police? Brother DeAndre, you was with me? Okay. When we met with the police, we met with the Staples Center, we met with the fire department, the mayor's office, and Black Slam. He was telling them what they wanted to do, because they were saying, "What else do you all want to do?" He said, "Well, we're going to have a procession, but we're going to we're going to take the hearse 25 miles through the hoods." And the police said, no, you can't do that. We don't have the resources. Are you going to pay for it? Excuse me, look at what Black Slam said. Wait, man, we don't fuck with you. Tell me what he said. He said, don't get it twisted. We ain't asked y'all for nothing.
Go ahead now.
And we don't need your permission.
Come on.
Then the mama said, hold on. She said, wait a minute. You all put cases on my son.
Wow.
Yes.
They were out selling tapes.
Come on.
And you arrested and put a federal case on my son.
Come on.
She said, you got enough money to arrest us? But you telling us you don't have no resources? She said, you better not send me not one damn bill. She said, in fact, for the record, I don't fuck with LAPD.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
embarrassed for the police. Police look like they shrunk. She said, you.
Yes, sir.
She said, we don't need you all. And she jumped up out our seat. She started walking out. She said, because we got the nation of Islam. She said, the nation will keep the peace that day. We don't need you.
Come on.
Boy, I was like, to myself. I said, say it again, say it. I can't say it. I felt good just repeating it. It's not all officers.
Right. That's right.
It's really not. We need some black police officers.
It's real black.
We need some spooks that sit behind the door. So they can let me know when they're coming to arrest me.
It's real. Come on.
And man, we kept that peace.
Yes.
We showed up, the police and all of this gear, guns everywhere. We really could have just took it. They were stuck in the crowd, behind the crowd, and we just came up. People was pushing the police back. Brothers just came up and just did this. And the people like,
Wow.
police like, all we did was,
Yes.
brothers and sisters with y'all. I
Praise
heard one brother say, yeah, that's black police. I mean, they had their riot helmet on, brother. He said, that's black police. There were some beautiful little black sisters and Mexican sisters. When we was walking by the hearse, the brothers and I, we put our hand on the hearse to keep the people from this. You know us. They jumped all on top of the hearse. So we gave Nipsey the respect that the CIA give the president.
Go ahead.
That's our president.
Go ahead.
So when the FBI put our hand and we walking, people get ready to run and jump on her, then they stop themselves in midair. Them the brothers.
Like a gymnast.
It blew me away because it wasn't our power, it was Allah. We ain't got no juice, but Allah used us that way. And they cooperated. So we were doing it, Black Sam saw us. And he got behind me, he said, brother, I love this demonstration. Minister Tony, can I do it with y'all? I said, yes, sir. I said, well, keep your head up, Black Sam. He said, you ain't got to worry, cuz. Like I insulted him. You ain't got to worry, cuz. And everybody was saying, keep your head up, Black Sam. I mean, man, you can't make this up.
That's right.
People was cheering the nation, Brother Fontaine talking. And when we got that car out all the way down to the Angelus funeral home, the brothers lined up and we walking back to ground zero. People cheering, crying. Brothers from other cities, tears was coming down there. Wow. Because they never experienced nothing. Just beautiful. I'm so happy to be in Mosque number 27. Yes. How many of you believe what you heard today is the truth and good for us as a people?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's so beautiful. LA, in my opinion, is beginning to establish point number 12.
Come on now. Teach them the
Yes,
universe. Come on.
We believe
Yes.
that Allah God appeared to us in the person of Master. We also believe in a universal government wherein all can live in peace. I want y'all to go home and read on behalf of the Rolling 60s, Isaiah chapter 60.
Yes, sir.
In that chapter is what happened Sunday. Go read it.
60 or
60,
60?
60.
60.
60. In fact, I got initiated last night. Rolling 60s beat me in. That's a rolling 60 right there. Unbeknownst to me, two of my security is from the rolling 60s. And when they saw them on me, man, them dudes went off. I looked at DeAndre and said, yeah, I used to be a killer. I said, that's why he keep them in the chamber all the time. You see him walk, he walk like that. He keep his in the chamber. He ain't got to draw back, he just swing. And all them little young killers start saluting him. In fact, there's a brother with a picture when we did the original salute. Yes, one of the rolling 60 did the ugliest salute any man could ever do, but he was trying. And then he had a joint in his mouth. And when the minister came to ground zero, it was a rolling 60 so drunk. Brothers was trying to block him. The minister said, let him go. And he fell in the minister's arms. And he started crying, calling man wrong. He was like, man, we never see man wrong. The minister said, all they want is to be loved. Then he met with the women and the other rolling 60s. They took pictures. And then they got around the minister and started doing like this. The minister was about to do it. And he said, he caught himself. I ain't doing that. But do you know most of the time when I go to the hoods, I ask them how to do it, and I ask their permission to do it, and then they love it because it's their language.
Right. Literally. Come on.
How many of you, this is your first time at a Nation of Islam meeting? Would you raise your hand? All our first time guests. What an honor, what an honor. How many of you ready now?
Come on.
You want to join now and help us get our people and unite the tribe? Stand up, stand up.
Go ahead.
Stand up, don't be afraid. Come on, it's time now. Don't be afraid, come on home. Come down front, brothers and sisters. I want to shake your hand on behalf of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Yes, sir.
Come on down, brothers and sisters. Come on, come on. Bring my brothers down there. Don't make me come get you, because I'm looking at you. It's time to unite. The day after, sisters, please come right on down. The day after Nipsey's memorial service, I got a call that most of the hoods